Hello, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Those of you who are true manosphere guys, true men who are matrix free, feel free to check out my other channel. Or if you just looking, you want to learn about some things, go check out Manosphere Masters. They're censoring the channel, but check it out. Check it out. If you type in either one of those words in the tab or the tags, excuse me, it should come up. But on this one, I'm not gonna be before you long. I want to talk about 6 ways big YouTubers grift on viewers, but they also grift on smaller YouTubers, and I got 6 ways that they do it. Hey man, if you're a bigger YouTuber and it's not you, let it roll off your shoulder, man. But you know whether or not I'm talking about you. And this is for anybody who's doing these things. If you're not doing them, don't worry about it. Only hit dogs holler. So there's nothing for you to worry about. But just understand that a lot of my coming content, I'm finna deal with a lot of these scammers on YouTube. You think because you a scammer on YouTube, then you better than a scammer on the street? You fall in the same category, as far as I'm concerned. You a scammer, and I don't like you. I don't like it's some dudes, I'ma stay on code, ain't no need to name names. I know you a scammer, dude. I know this dude, come on now. It's scammers on YouTube, and y'all be super chatting, some of them. Y'all do. And that's not hating. That's just a fact. That's a fact. So I got 6 ways bigger YouTubers. When I say bigger YouTubers, I'm talking about monetized. I'm talking about, I don't really know anyone with under 15,000 subs that I would have to look at it. But like most of the people that I see with less than 15,000 subs, it don't seem like they be grifting on people. Like, I would have to, trust me, if I see it, we'll mention it. But most of the ones that I see grifting on people be in the upwards range of 50,000 subscribers or more. Those are the ones that I normally see grifting on people. Now this, y'all, I got a video on this where I talk about this on my other channel, that the reason why women were able to infiltrate the manosphere is because these guys that get all the recommendations, all the impressions, they set back like lone rangers. Like, oh, I'm to myself. Okay, if you to yourself, why are we hearing from you all the time? Now, it's one thing to be kind of like being by yourself. I like being by myself. But the question is, and this is what some of them do, I be peeping them out. Like, they only respond to super chats and to people who already monetize. Like, they got a good, they often like to skip past certain people's comments, which is very suspect. It make you look like an agent, man. Like if you, okay, let's say a person is on the government watch list, and that person says something to some of these agents, some of them will just skip over it because they agents, like they know who on the watch list. But that also makes them grifters, because if you an agent and you on YouTube trying to influence people, that's a grift, that's a scam, that's a scheme. Because we all know that the powers that be are usually not gonna lead you in the direction that will benefit you. Let's just be honest about it. So the number one way they grift on viewers is clothes. You'll never catch some of these guys just saying like, okay, I want to make this video right quick, and they have on a sleeping gear or they have on some clothes that's not their best. Every time you see them, they got their best on. And that's not because, and listen, man, I know I done got clean, fresh. I know what I'm talking about. I done stepped out in the past, gators. Well, not gators. I ain't never had a pair of gators, but I had a lot of pairs of snakeskin. This, that. So I know what it's like to come on the scene and be fresh and everybody looking at you. But I don't know anybody that's like that every time you see them. Nobody. I know big time. I know big timers. I know this person. I know that person. I never know one that every time you see him, he fresh. Every time. Like, that's a grift. That's a grift. Like, we should see you. And now some of them might, if they watching in secret, some of them might try to like do it. But just take note. Take note. Every time we see you fresh, come on, man. That's a grift. But hey, it's a great marketing strategy because people know first impressions are, with the narrow-minded, first impressions are very, very important with narrow-minded people. Number 2, the presentation of material things. Like, again, great marketing tool, great strategy business-wise. The infomercial concept, I get it. But the grifters, this is what they want. Like, look, you can have what I want. Okay, listen. I know for a fact that I got more game than some of these guys. I know for a fact, 150%. Like, game recognize game. I know some of y'all dudes ain't got no game, man. I know some of y'all don't got no game. If you think it's about how you look, I know you ain't got no game. Yeah, things changed a little bit over the last 25 years, but game still recognize game, and game still will work in a lot of areas. So if you think it's all about appearance, it's not. Just only people, sometimes it comes into play, but it usually comes into play with women who are materialistic, with the gold digger type, the OnlyFans type, the Instagram type, the strip, the STRIP, fill in the blank. It usually comes into play with those type of women, more so than your everyday woman that was raised with 2 parents, trying to do the right things in life, this, that, and the other. It don't always come into play with those. Some women, I would say, and more than half of the women, is just all about them liking you and how you approach it. It's some where they're going to be looking at what you got. Me personally, I don't believe in presenting what you got when you first meet somebody. You'll get robbed like that. When you first meet a woman, if you that rich, you should have something that, like, you should have a way to not present that wealth, because that's how you end up with women who don't like you anyways. So the presentation of material things. Look what I got. Hey, we criticize the pastors for that. Y'all criticize Creflo Dollar for it. Y'all criticize Dr. Leroy Thompson for it. But now it's okay for people to do it on YouTube. That made me look at them different. Like, I'm like, you know what? I probably should, reconsider. Like, because, yeah, they was grifting too in their own way, but if I got to pick between grifters, I'm going to take the preacher. I'm not going to take the dude who is just behind the camera. I ain't gonna really take none of them, but if I had to pick, I'm taking the preachers. I'm taking them. Because at least then I'll hear about the Bible and what's in it sometimes, Number 3, present themselves to be humble. The Bible says out of the abundance of a person's heart, the mouth speaks. So just look at, this is all you got to do. Any of them YouTubers, just say something they don't like. And that's when what's in that heart gonna come out. When a woman is, these women, they'll try to act like pick-me types, but then when you squeeze them, it's like a lemon, that juice is gonna come out. 1 inch wing ding, all this stuff. You got small wing dings, all this stuff. Oh, you got, that's little D energy. You squeeze them, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, and they're gonna show you that they ain't no better. They just grifted. They grifted. So, number 4, the presenting lifestyle glamour. Whether it's, hey, look at me, I'm on another trip, or this, that, and other. This is a grift, man. It's a grift, man. Okay, you on a trip. Hooray, hooray. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, I want to be just like you when I grow up. Yeah, hey, watch where you go with that, man. Because guys here, Milwaukee, Chicago, Los Angeles, it's a lot of dudes to be watching y'all be talking this stuff, and they be like, yeah, okay. Wait till he come here, I'm gonna get him. You gotta watch that slick talk, man. You gotta be careful with that. I like Charleston White, but that's why some of them dudes want to get him. I mean, even though what he's saying is very factual, most of it, that's why they want him. All these dudes can't take it. So when you get to presenting lifestyle glamour, like we just hear about Fresh and Fit getting robbed in Dallas, right? Everybody don't like you, man. Everybody don't like me. Them dudes stripped their Airbnb, stripped it. Number 5, they link up with each other. Now, this is very important. They link up with each other. Like, how often do you see a big YouTuber? And when I see it, it's this one guy. I ain't gonna say his name. His content is average. It's average. But yet you see these bigger YouTubers always giving this dude his props. I'm like, man, is this dude, what is this dude? What's the angle? They always giving him his props, and he don't even got that many subscribers like that. That's weird to me, man. So they link up with each other. They collab with each other. With each other. Like it's almost like they saying, if you ain't got this amount of subscribers, I ain't gonna collab with you. That's what it looked like. And number 6, they take the super chats of YouTubers with less than 1,000 subs, but again, 5 and 6 is together. They not, the only way you're gonna say anything about your channel is if you super chat them. And some of them still won't. They'll skip over your comment. If they skip over your comment, if let's say you super chat, you got enough to do another one, super chat them again and say, hey man, you skipped over my comment. If they still skip over it, unsubscribe to them and don't super chat them no more. Why would you give a person like that your money? Yes, we learning about 304s, we learning red pill. Red pill is more than just women, by the way. That's why some of y'all need to come to my channel, because then you'll see me talk about the other aspects of being a red pillar, being a person who's woke. Real, true woke. Know about what's going on around you. But be like, hey man, you skipped over my comment. If they skip over it again, man, forget them. I did one just like that. I have a super chat. I used to super chat this one YouTuber, and y'all know him. I'm gonna stay on call. I ain't gonna even say his name. He skipped over 2 of my comments in a row. Like, I did it on 2 separate occasions. And like, before he started getting big like that, he was cool, man. He'll shout out your channel, this, that, and the other. But then once he started like really rising with his channel, I don't know what it was about my comment. Maybe it's because the list I might possibly be on. But he kept skipping over my comments. So I said, man, forget dude then. Who is he anyway? Like, some of these dudes, we make more in real life than they make from YouTube, but yet because they monetize, they think they better somehow. I mean, some people have posted how much they make from YouTube, and a couple times I was like, that's it? But that's not super chats though. See, they get the most money from the super chats. And who cares what they get, man? I'm just saying, like, don't go from caking on women to caking on men. Caking is caking. But if you want to help somebody, if somebody helped you, and you go ahead, super chat them. Super chat them. But I wouldn't be doing it every day with any of these dudes. That's money, especially if you got kids. That's money you could be giving to your kids. So just kind of scale back if you've been doing it every day. And if you giving these YouTubers more than you giving your kids, then you need to reverse that. You need to give your kids, you can still give to them, but you need to give your kids the majority of that money. You say, well, I'm divorced, I don't want her to have it. Okay, well, just buy them something that she can. Buy them clothes, buy them this, buy them that. But y'all done, it remind me of the Christian church, and I'm going to do a video on it maybe tomorrow, how they took a common truth and common truths and they turned it into wealth at the people's expense. Like the prosperity gospel, it's true. But they used it to their advantage against the people. But anyway, that's all I got on this one. This is the truth, man. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. All of my subscribers, make sure you go and subscribe to my other channel, Manosphere Masters. We want to find out if you a Manosphere Master, because I want to call you Master XYZ. If you a Manosphere Master, you a Manosphere Master. You can't be persuaded by women, even though you like women, even though you like their company. Like, you're not gonna base your life around the companies of a woman. Learn how to ignore them sometimes, boy. They your type. They what you like, man. Don't always look the other way sometimes. It's good for her. It might help her. Might help her get a little more humble. But thanks for watching.